offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And right side caught. Hogan. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. As the offensive starters pop up on your screen, Charles, let me ask you, Chris Hogan, what does he bring to this offense?
A guy that you look at and really don't circle in your game plan. There's other guys that you look at, then you realize this guy can do damage. Finds his way open on almost every snap.
On the toss, this is Blunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays. Heard them over and over.
The edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
They'll run again with Blunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he gets this one all the way down inside the guy of the 10. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brady now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And as we show you the starters defensively for Atlanta, I want to ask you about that Super Bowl. It's such an interesting game, but defensively Atlanta so good in that 1st half. What happened in the 4th quarter, and how will you remember them from this game?
I remember a really young defensive unit that the stage wasn't too big. They handled it right from the beginning. I remember a really fast defensive unit. Look at the speed. Grady Jarrett, defensive line, right? What do you have, 3 sacks in the game? Deion Jones from his middle linebacker position forced that fumble against LeGarrette Blount. Robert Alford as a cornerback. Double-digit tackles. Down a lot of passes broken up. Pick 6 for a touchdown, 82 yards, a fumble recovery. But they were out there way too long. 93 plays given up to New England. At some point, you've got to get a stop and get off the field.
And now here's and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady taking it in. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 5th yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession. Second down, 8. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions. And, boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, putting 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They slot Gronkowski outright. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
The throw left side complete to Hogan. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, let's change pace for a second. Talk about the Super Bowl. Had some great catches in that game, two that will certainly be remembered. The Julio Jones grab on the sideline, and then the last one by Edelman on that drive to tie the game. Unbelievable.
I'll start with Julio because it was unlikely to me about him catching the ball because the coverage from Eric Rowe was tight. He was in front of him, and I think he obscured his vision for just a split second, and he still hauled that one in, got both feet down. But Julian Edelman's catch, that has to be one for the ages. That's going to be talked about as long as we play Super Bowls, because I thought there were at least 3 Falcons involved in trying to break that one up, and somehow he had enough coordination to catch it again, and keep it off the ground.
And impressive, they called it complete on the field. When I saw with the naked eye, I said, no way, that bounced off the ground. Nope. Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Play 20! Play 20!
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
3 down. Play 20!
Here's Blunt, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's go! Play 20! 55 is mine, guys. 55. 72. Kill. Woo! Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Play 20! Go 4 down. 12 line.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the possession will switch over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this offense so good for 3/4 of the Super Bowl, Charles. At one point, the advanced metrics had them at a 99.5% chance to win. It just seemed like everything was going their way, and then the fourth quarter happened.
I think when we review this game, and we say, okay, where did it get away from the Falcons? What was the number of plays the Patriots ended up running for the game?
93.
And the Falcons ran 46. So they wore down their defense on that one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 11 carries, 75 yards for Freeman in the game against New England. But remember, a lot of those came on the 1st carry. He had a good 2nd carry, but then they didn't use him a lot late.
Yeah, I saw them getting to the perimeter early. You see how they stretched out New England's big defensive line? And then as they substitute, they started to try and go back inside. But a lot of people think maybe they didn't run the ball enough in the Super Bowl and maybe even eat some clock, especially with the lead that they had. But they also were able to use Devontae Freeman in the passing game. Remember late of 28-20, faked it to him inside, then threw it to the flat. They got a big play that way as well.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They come up in an offset eye. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brady now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Alone to the right is Jones. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Run hallmark.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Blunt, the lone running back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. All right, we got a lull here, so I want to talk about what you and I were discussing before the game. I asked you, what was the difference in the Super Bowl first 3 quarters versus the 4th quarter? What allowed New England to have that comeback besides Tom Brady?
I think now that we've had a chance to have a little perspective, right, to step back from it, I'm not sure we realized the accumulation of body blows that was going on in that game. And what I mean by that is the number of offensive plays New England was running. Because for the longest time, they weren't having great success, but they had the football, and Atlanta did not. And by the end of the game, New England ran 93 plays to Atlanta's, I believe, 46.
46.
And Atlanta's defense was gassed by the end of the game, and that helped allow Tom Brady and that offense of the Patriots to come back, tie it up, and then win it in overtime. So I think we kind of missed that.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team of
touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 30 yards, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hey, I wanted to sneak this in. Overtime in the Super Bowl. First ever, by the way. Some folks after were having the discussion, do they like the college rules for overtime better? Should each team at least get an offensive possession? What do you think?
Now, how deep are you talking about the college rules? Because I don't like the college overtime because it feels gimmicky to me. Because it's
starting from the
football.
25.
Yeah, it's not real football. But you're talking about make it equal.
Should each team at least get a possession?
I am so old school, Brandon. I liked the original sudden death. Okay? Coin flip. One team gets the ball, one team doesn't. You have a chance to stop them on defense. If you don't do that, so be it. That's just me. But in this situation, I do like the tweak the NFL made. If you go downfield and score a touchdown, that's your ball game. If it's a field goal or less, then the other team gets a possession. I think that's more than equitable. But for me, bring it back to the original sudden death.
Man, you are old school. I do think at least it should be a touchdown. A field goal should not decide it on the first possession. Brady now on first down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Gronkowski, slot left. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the gun on third down, Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining, still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring him back within 4. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Coleman on the toss. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Second down following the run. Brady to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how.